I want to say a few words today about sophisticated dating smarts, which are very useful tools that we can take out on the dating field in order to not only keep us safe, but to allow us to have more fun, because when we have the confidence to know that we can take care of ourselves in the dating scene, then we know that whatever happens, everything will be okay because we know what we're doing. We're sophisticatedly aware of what is happening. And we know that in the final outcome, we are going to be able to take really good care of ourselves. And so when we feel safe and confident in this way, we know that we are free then to have fun, go out there and enjoy ourselves, but be confident in our own ability to manage things in a way in which we stay safe, secure, happy, and we still feel confident in our own empowerment and dating smarts. So dating smarts are tools that we can use in order to protect ourselves, to build our dating confidence, to remain a sophisticate on all levels. And it's also actually great fun because, as I'm going to speak about in a moment, actually being confident, aware, and having certain abilities relationship-wise is actually great fun. And it enables us to be free to choose, to feel empowered, and to have a greater opportunity to meet the types of dating relationship scenarios that we want to bring into our lives and that we want to experience. So I've got 5 dating smart points here for you, and hopefully they will enable you to feel supported in your dating journey. And the first one is to remain really aware of what is going on in the process. And by that, it means remaining smart and remaining clued in to where you are coming from and where the other person may be coming from. So we don't chuck our awareness out the window when we meet someone who is cool, who is sexy, who is dynamic, and who is gorgeous. What we do is we maintain an internal sense of power, and we use those dynamics to allow us to enjoy the process whilst remaining very aware of what we are doing, our behaviour, our feelings. We're in touch with our thoughts, we're in touch with our awareness, and we're in touch with our perception, which is very important, to remain in touch with our own perception of our environment and of the person that is before us. And so we need to be quite fluid in this dynamic because we need to be able to change tack, possibly very quickly, in order to remain empowered and in order to remain assertively taking care of ourselves and taking care of the other person appropriately. And so this is quite a fun way of managing our sophisticated dating dynamics, because we get to remain empowered, we get to remain in charge of our end of the dynamic, and we get to go on to have other dating experiences safely, because we are constantly learning through the experiences that we are having, which we do not allow to affect us detrimentally. And so my second point is to remain empowered no matter what. And to do that, we maintain our discretion, which is our ability to choose. And if we maintain discretion and an ability to choose, we maintain our own freedom and autonomy. And so we do not compromise ourselves by giving away our discretion in the process. In fact, we boundary our discretion, and therefore we have the ability to make appropriate choices, even in the dating process. And so that enables us to maintain autonomy also, which is extremely important and very, very important for future relationship dynamics as well. Number 3, my third point is always, always, always remain sophisticated and with our self-esteem high and intact. And so we don't compromise our self-esteem because we want to be in a dating relationship with this person, or we want to be in a relationship with this person. We do not compromise our self-esteem as sophisticated, because it's not cool, it doesn't feel good, and it's not going to help us in the future. Because when we start to feel horrible about ourselves, we do not feel happy. We are not able to attract the sort of situations that we want into our lives, because when we have low self-esteem, we tend to believe that we don't deserve those things. So, point number 3 is very important. Remain dignified, remain sophisticated, keep our pride intact and our self-esteem, because that keeps our frequency high, and we can carry on in the process knowing that whether we stay or whether we go, we're going to have high self-esteem no matter what. Point number 4, very important point for us to remember, is to stay safe and secure. When we have the ability to remain safe and secure in our relationships, because we have our safe relationship toolbox at hand. In fact, we take our safe relationship toolbox everywhere we go, whether that's in the workplace, in our relationships, or in our relationship with ourselves. We keep our safe relationship toolbox with us. We know how to set boundaries. We know how to take care of ourselves on every level. And we have the ability to take appropriate action and to deal with it, suck it up, and to remain sophisticated and safe. which is a really cool place to come from. And my final point is to remember our long-term relationship goals. Because if we don't have a vision for what we want in our relationships in the future, we're going to be all over the place and we're not going to know where we need to be at any given time in the dating or relationship process. Because if we do not have a goal in mind in the future of what we need to be, who we need to be with, what we need in order to satisfy our needs, then we're not going to know what action we need to take in the meantime. And so, if we are in a dating scenario, for instance, and this situation isn't lining up with our future goals, in fact, if it is detracting from our future goals, then we know what type of action we need to take in order to remain sophisticated and on track. So knowing our long-term relationship goals is extremely important and extremely empowering. And so I hope that helps you in remaining sophisticatedly smart and empowered in the dating scene, and always safe and happy. Bye-bye.